It's an all-American love story about two very new Americans. Vietgone is now playing at American Stage Theater, and I am joined today by cast members Jody Kimura and V Tran. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Thanks.
Doing
Thanks
great.
for having
Thanks
us.
for having us. Yeah.
So the more I'm chatting with you before we start, this is a relatively new play, hasn't been around that long, but a lot of theater groups are wanting to get their hands on it.
Right.
Explain what the production is all about.
So basically, it is a reimagining of a Vietnamese refugee story to young lovers. You know, it's almost like a meet cute. You know, young guy, young girl fall in love in the middle of a war.
And that's not us.
That's not us. That's not us.
We
yeah.
play other characters
Okay.
in the
We
play.
play pretty much everybody else in the play.
Yeah, there's 5 people in the cast.
Yeah.
And it's been making the circuits all over. It's, Quy Nguyen is a fresh new playwright, and it's got comedy and ninja fights and a movie montage, and it's really unusual and fun and fresh.
Mm-hmm.
And my thing, and of course this was written, you say, in 2015, but it's never more poignant than some of the things that we're experiencing today.
Right.
As actors, how is that being able to portray and tell a story on stage that people are kind of needing to hear or talking about?
I think what is awesome about the representation, but also about the execution, is that Nguyen is writing in a very contemporary style. Like, it's very anachronistic. It's set in the 70s, but not in a 70s style. It doesn't feel like a period piece, right?
Okay.
Because he was like, and with the blessings of his parents, he's like, that's been covered. We've talked about the blame and shame and tragedy of the Vietnam War. I'm gonna write in my voice. And he comes from a very comic book, superhero type of aesthetic, and so he's reimagined his parents and their origin story as if they were comic book superheroes. And so that's very much the style of the play. There's anachronistic hip-hop, rap monologues,
Really?
there's like ninja fights that aren't
Very unusual.
Yeah.
But it is a really young voice, but we've had a lot of patrons who've come to the theater for 30 years, older patrons who said it's one of the best things they've ever seen.
Well, don't you think that's important to take stories of the past that, like you say, have already been told, but be able to put a new spin on it for younger generations?
Yeah, and the really cool spin about this is that everybody in the play is actually speaking Vietnamese, except for the Americans. And so we are speaking English, but and the American is gibberish. So it sort of flips the sort of situation upside down.
Again, I think this is one that everybody can see and fits into what we're dealing with in today's society. And I'm so glad that you're able to take this to the stage and share this story.
Absolutely.
If you're interested in checking out For Yourself, playing now through November 3rd, for tickets, there's the info on your screen.